Damari Gray
Ah.
from Gunners of Africa. You're welcome to another episode, and this is the Transfer Zone. And I'm here with Priye. How you doing?
Fine, man.
I'm
Not
Melphis.
red.
still in the mood of the North London Derby victory. It's a good one. It's a good one. Okay. Just a quick one, and we are here in the transfer zone to talk about some potential wingers the club should be chasing after missing out on Mikhailo Modric. And I've done Edu's job actually, and here are the list of some potential transfer targets. Scouted all the way from Nigeria. So we'll play a quick game actually, and the quick game is you guys will pick one name each, and then tell me if it's a yes or a no. So
Let's go.
let's go. Priye, the first.
First name here is Leandro Trossard. For me, Leandro Trossard is like one of the best wingers right now in Europe. In Premier League too, he's Premier League proven. He's 28. Is at his prime, and he's scored. I think he scored 2 goals against Liverpool, and he has scored against Tottenham. So this guy is actually proven. You understand? And he's good with the ball. He scores goals. He has a good goal tally and everything. So why not? Leandro Trossard is actually a good winger that we should actually go for. But the problem is that he's 28, and we all know Arteta. We don't know Arteta presently.
So Memphis, what do you think, Leandro Trossard?
Yeah, fantastic player, good player, Premier League proven, under a good club, Brighton. I so much believe in Trossard because he has engineered this Brighton club to defeat so many big clubs, like you said, Manchester United, Tottenham, and all that. So, it's a fantastic addition if Arsenal want to consider him. He's having an issue with the current manager. He's free, he's willing to play. I think it will fit into the Arsenal project as a whole.
So yes for you,
Yeah, the big yes for me.
and it's
Big yes for me.
affordable.
Yeah, it's affordable, but I know Brighton want to leave the price up a bit because whether I like it or not, under Potter it was a very, very important player. They want to lift the price up a bit, but I think if 45 million, 50 million could get him.
So Memphis, you're next.
Yeah, up here. Wow. Okay. Wilfred Zaha, Crystal Palace. Fantastic player, Premier League proven, experienced to a point. An Arsenal fan as well, just like all of us here. Fantastic player, like I said. I think considering the age range that Edu wants, Edu and Arteta want at the club, I don't think it matches that because I don't think they're looking for a player above 27. And Zaha is, I think Zaha is above 27, right? So was a fantastic player. I think the best time we would have gotten him was when when we were with Emery. I think Emery cried for the player, but we got Pepe instead. I think that was the best time we would have gotten him. But Zaha is a player that can guarantee you 15 goals a season, 15, 14 goals a season. He has carried Crystal Palace, and imagine he's a more stable team, a better team, if a team full of confidence at the moment. I believe you see double of his performance as well. So I think it's a consideration. Zaha is a consideration because right now we need a winger that can help us achieve what we need to achieve come end of the season.
So Priye, Wilfred Zaha, what do you think?
Wilfred Zaha, aside football, yeah, another profession of Wilfred Zaha is that he actually twerks for Arsenal as a living. He has been twerking since, you understand? And this is actually what we want. Like Ateta always says here that one of the criteria in which he sees or he looks for in a player is actually the fact that the player wants to play for Arsenal, you understand? So this guy actually bleeds Arsenal and everything. So why not? With Zaha, he will be a very good addition to the team. Like Memphis said, the problem is his age and everything, but I feel Ufeza is not really a long-term solution. If they actually asked me whether I would want him on loan to Arsenal for like 6 months, like for the rest of the season, why not? But the thing is that it's very unrealistic because Crystal Palace won't do such a deal, you understand? So I feel Veza is actually a good distance, but it won't work, sure. It won't work.
For me, it's a no. Freza is a no for me, actually. There's no point going to bring a player from Crystal Palace who's already, in his late 20s. You understand? I feel like this player has passed his prime.
Yeah.
You understand? So there's no point. And then you would want to come and want us to give him one ridiculous wage bill. You understand? So I feel like it's a no for me. We have players in that dressing room who are actually playing their soul and heart every single week. You understand? So they are not on a kind of wage structure that Wilfred Zaha would want. So there's no point bringing a player like that to Arsenal. You get me? So I think I'm next.
Yeah. So you pick yours.
So you guys shouldn't try to. Okay, Damari Gray.
I concur.
From Everton. From Everton.
I concur.
I will actually disagree with you guys a little bit. I think he has actually, played for some clubs in Europe, Leicester, Leverkusen, and then Everton. Is he doing well in Everton? I would say yes, he's one of their most important player this season. If not the most important player this season. Okay, Iwobi is there actually. So I'll say he's one of the most important players in Everton this season. And I feel like in Leicester City, he didn't get that chance to actually, be that man. But Lampard has given him that chance. And I know Everton are having a very tough time this season, but he has actually proven that he can actually lead the line. And one thing, if we can have Reus Nelson at Arsenal, we can also have Damari Gray at Arsenal.
As a winger, as a forward, your main aim is scoring goals, and you can't say that about Damari Gray. That guy, like, I'm not sure he has scored up to 10 goals since he came to Everton. I'm not sure. And for me, that's like poor as a forward. So it's a no for me. It's a no. Because now is not the time we should take such risks of saying, okay, if this player plays for Arsenal, comes to Arsenal, maybe Ateta will bring out the best in him. No, we don't need such risks again. We've passed that level. We've passed that. Memphis, what do you have to say?
The only reason why I object to that, why I raised the alarm on that was because Ateta said he does not want just anybody. He wants someone that wants to come and push the existing players we have on the team. That's just the only reason why I have that. How about Adama Traore, guys? Adama Traore. Or should I hit the alarm on that, or someone help me hit the alarm?
You don't need to hit the alarm. You can already see our hearts.
All right, PK.
Okay.
Your turn to pick.
Last one,
yeah? Yeah, last one on the board.
Raphinha from FC Barcelona. Well, this guy actually rejected Arsenal, so I have grudges against him. The guy, I rated this guy, but since he chose Barca over Arsenal, it's a no for me. But individually, yeah, the guy is a good player. Like, he's very skillful. And when he was at Leeds, he played well and everything. It was like their main player there. But since going to Barca, yeah, I haven't really seen what this guy has played there and everything. But I know he will do well for Arsenal though. But the issue here is that this guy is already obvious that this guy prefers some other club to your club, you understand? So it's a no for me. But if it happens, I'm fine with it though. But let's see how it goes.
As he said, if it happens, it's fine. If it doesn't happen, oh well. Because I think Ateta is still interested in this player in this player because he feels the player has a way to fit into his plans. But my only issue is that it's gonna be a prodigal son approach because he doesn't want to come before, but nothing changes that fact. You understand? Arsenal had to keep Arsenal waiting just to hear from Barcelona, which I found it disrespectful. Because whether I like it or not, currently now in the game of football, Arsenal has a decent project than Barcelona. So I see no reason why, or is it because of the name? I see no reason why you want to keep Arsenal waiting for Barcelona. You understand? I know Barcelona will be happy to let him go, but him himself, if he doesn't want to come to the club, should forget about it.
I feel like it's a player we need. Raphinha is someone who actually come in and improve the squad tremendously. You understand? He would actually improve. This player is a player who actually come in and you can confidently rest Saka in some games and play this guy. We've seen him play for Leeds. You understand? And I feel like Barcelona play kind of football. He's not the only winger that has struggled in Barcelona. Over the years, we've seen wingers struggle in Barcelona. We've seen players struggle in Barcelona. I feel they play kind of football and it doesn't suit everybody. But we play a different kind of football and I feel it suits wingers. You understand? Look at Martinelli. Look at Saka.
Yeah, my only fear for Raphinha is what I saw at Leeds is different from what I'm seeing at Barcelona. And it affects me a lot because as a former Premier League player who have carried a team, who have carried a small team, your performance at Barcelona is supposed to be above what is making use of now.
What you saw from Coutinho at Liverpool was totally different from what you saw from Coutinho at Barcelona.
So what are we seeing from Coutinho at Aston Villa right now?
That is. He came to Aston Villa when he's already,
I just feel it's just down to how and what the manager wants, how the manager uses him in the club. But like I said, he should be comfortable at Arsenal because there are Brazilians around. The Megales, Jesus, Martinelli.
Thank you.
So if he comes into the club with a cold mind and not feeling too sure, I think this guy should make him to be sure at Arsenal. And he has a fantastic sporting director who is also a Brazilian, Edu. So
I feel like if he wants to come back, he should come back because if he wants to come to the club, rather, he should come. He has gone. He has seen. And if the news flying around is true that he wants to move out of Barcelona, then what are we waiting for? You understand?
Right.
This is a player we chased. Okay, for me, I'll go away from the list.
yeah.
So I would actually want Arsenal to get MOUSSA DIABY
Yeah.
From-
Mr. Diaby.
from
Yeah.
Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah.
It fits the profile of the kind of players we're actually looking for, the age. And I've seen this player develop. One thing I love about him is his stats keeps getting better.
Yeah.
And that shows you a player that is developing.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You're right, Mr. Diaby. We didn't talk about him earlier. Fantastic player.
He can play
Excelling in a
from
good league.
both flanks.
Yeah, excelling in a good league. In a good team as well. He plays in the Champions League. You understand me? But
Yeah.
I don't think being realistical, because I was seeing it in the news that Arsenal inquired for the player as well. We are linked to the player actually. But Bayer Leverkusen, according to reports, they are not willing to let this player go at this stage of the season.
Another 100 million problem.
Yeah, and that's if Arsenal is willing to bring out 100 million for such player. You understand me? So I don't basically is a good addition to the squad if possible, but it's not a good sign. It's not the signing is not realistic at the moment. Because I strongly believe that Modric was overpaid for. And I strongly believe also that Bayer Leverkusen will offer Arsenal much more than Shakhtar Donetsk put up for Modric.
Back in the summer, actually it was 100 million the two teams that acquired. 100 million.
How much more in January?
Well, the truth is, January transfer window, if you want to get the kind of player you're looking for, that kind of player in this January transfer window, you should be ready to spend money.
Yeah, but the only issue now is Diaby is not Premier League proven. it's not. That's the only issue now.
Well, there are so many players they were not Premier League proven, but they came to the league and they did very well.
Yeah, true.
You understand? There are so many players actually. If we can actually take a bet on Fabio Vieira, we can actually,
Yeah.
you understand.
Yeah.
We put, I think, 40 million for that guy, so we can actually do it for any other person, as long as the manager believes that the person can actually come and do the job properly.
Yeah.
So I think, what do you think?
Yeah, I think right now we need, like you guys said, yeah, the guy is actually doing his best in playing his best football in Bayer Leverkusen and everything. So why not just take the risks and all? But the problem is we Arsenal spend that 100 million. Edu, will you spend it? Will you? That's the problem, you understand? But if the guy is good, why not take the risks, man? You tried, you took the risks with Pepe, you understand, and everything. So you just have to take the risks and everything. So why not? Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I'll take Mr. Diaby at Arsenal. I'll take him. Yeah, sure.
It's a yes for you.
Yes for me, but my only issue is not realistic.
The price tag.
Yeah, the price tag is not realistic.
But to be honest with you, I feel like from this list, I feel Trossard is the
Most affordable.
Yeah, it's the easiest to
Since
get.
we love cheap things.
Nah, Mumu they go boutique.
Exactly. Now Mumu they go boutique now. Please, I want before we end the show, I want Chelsea to be linked with Moussa Djenepo. So I want Arsenal to be linked with Moussa Djenepo so that Chelsea can get Moussa Djenepo.
I will organize Todd Belly's meeting with something for him. So thank you for watching, and if you have any other winger in mind, let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again.